Hey guys, so I wanted to go ahead and just post a quick video kicking off Witches Black Lent. That started yesterday, and this year I just don't really have time to do like a fully edited video every single week. Maybe one or two of these videos will be fully edited if I have time. But the first prompt is just really talking about the 7 deadly sins and introducing the deadly sin that you'll be working with. So this year I have chosen to work with wrath. I just think that everything going on politically in the world, super fucked up. I have a lot of wrath because of that. I have a lot of wrath in me for personal reasons too. A lot of trauma has been uncovered from my past. It's like resurfaced itself. Yeah, so I have a lot of wrath because of that. Just wrath. I want to work with it. So yeah, and I think part of the prompt too is how we can apply, sorry, there's construction going on outside, so if you can hear that, there's not a lot I can do. I have my window open because of incense. It is what it is. Part of the prompt too is how we can apply the 7 deadly sins, specifically the one we're working with in everyday life, as witches. How can we use these 7 deadly sins for good, right? How can these 7 deadly sins help us in our practice? And how can we help our community? So specifically with wrath, I feel like, well, and I don't feel like I know, anger, sacred rage, right? Rage and wrath get a really bad reputation. And yeah, it can show up and it can be ugly. It can be really ugly. Just like any of the 7 deadly sins, it can show up and be really ugly. I think there are times when it's appropriate to use wrath, and there is times where it's not appropriate to use wrath. When there are innocent children and babies and women being murdered in Palestine, yeah, it's appropriate to use wrath. It's appropriate to feel wrath, right? And to apply it in a way that you can try to help those people by speaking out, right? By donating or doing whatever you can do to support Palestine and to help. That's one way you can use wrath to sacred rage. You know, and sacred rage really, and wrath, I keep calling it sacred rage because that's, to me, that's what it is, because it is sacred. I've already kind of worked with rage and wrath, but I figured I'd go a little deeper working with it because it gets a really bad reputation. And you know, our anger, our sacred rage, it loves us very, very much. It loves us because it knows things that have been done to us that are not okay. It knows things that have been done to other people, or especially loved ones in our life, that are not okay. It knows that you deserve better. Your wrath loves you. And lots of times it's justified. You know, I'm not talking about road rage, and I'm not talking about, that's completely different to me. That's not sacred rage at all. That's completely different. That's entitlement is not linked to sacred rage or wrath. It's not linked to sacred rage at all. Anyway, I'm kind of rambling. Sorry, this isn't going to be edited, but yeah, it gets a bad reputation. It wants to protect us. It knows that justice needs to be served. It knows that something bad has happened. And it can be applied to speak out and to make things known and to help people. Puts a fire under your ass to be active in your community, to help other people. If something fucked up is happening, wrath can really motivate you. So anyway, that is the sin. That is the sin out of the 7 deadly sins I am going to be working with this year. Last year I worked with greed. It was very interesting. You can go back and watch my 7 deadly sins, which is Black Lent from last year if you want to. I was much more glamorous last year because I had the time. Yeah, anyway, wrath. That's what I'm going to be working with this year. Thank you, Trish and Jasmine, for bringing this back. I'm very excited. And I will see you guys next week for the next challenge. And until next time, I hope you stay very well. Don't forget to follow the snake. And as Jasmine says, I will see you in hell. Mwah.